I'm not looking forward to this at all. Because I remember that I have to look for a switch. Until I find the switch, I'm not done. I'd like to welcome all back to, welcome to the stream, at least. It won't be a long stream, but I got some plans up for how streams are going to be uploaded and archived on YouTube. The primary thing I intend to do is make them shorter or cut them up before they go up, which gives me the power to spread them out over a period of time, and god damn it. Another thing that I want to do with that is after I split them up, that means I can upload over multiple days, but as it uploads over multiple days, I will spend those multiple days doing other stuff, is basically the idea. So that while something's uploading, while there are videos coming, I can still do something over a long period of time. I still don't get what the fuck I'm supposed to do. We'll figure this out, don't worry. God damn it, I will figure this out. Oh, this is a secret area, why would it be here? Well, there's armor here, that's good. But yeah, I intend to start cutting up streams and then uploading them in chunks, and then over the other days I will do recordings again, which I can edit and keep short, if not cut those up too. It's a bit easier, because then I can do smaller, tinier baby things without having to poop my pants. God damn it. I just don't get this fucking map. I don't like this. Especially after playing Hexen. The thing with Hexen is that once you've played Hexen, like, you start thinking that every map design has all these buttons that you need to worry about. I just for once want a Doom WOD that's nice and pretty, but doesn't immediately resort to really confusing map design. So I came over here. Did I pick up any key cards? I have red, blue, green. Maybe the... No, I think I already had the blue key card, didn't I? I must have. Well, she can't get up here. That's for the switch. There's something over there. That might be worth investigating. Let's just go over there then. Kind of missed the eye of jetzt. Who? I like how I run directly into projectiles 90% of the time. I do that so often. I assume... Oh, of course it's up there. Of course it is. Oh great, it got stuck in a corner and thus it clipped, and when it clips it doesn't... How do you get up there again? I think it was over here in the back. You have to go all the way around. Oh my god, I can't. No clipping mode is on. Let's just go with that. Could it be that I've missed an entire section of this part of the map? To be a little bit more careful. Because unlike with Guncaster, I don't have affordances. Okay, so enemies are just spawning willy-nilly. Oh my god. I can't take this map for much longer. Could it be that I have to go over to that side? You know, it's always really fun is when this... Oh man, this is gonna be fun to cut up. The biggest problem I actually have with cutting up videos is that it's a little bit more difficult to decide how to place ads, because the benefit of having single huge video files is that I can be like, every 30 minutes is fine. And I just do it every 30 minutes, and it's fine. But then you end up with like 50 minutes, and you're like, I don't want to put something in there, that's rude. That is extremely rude. Again, there might just be a broken trigger somewhere. Which would suck. Because I couldn't know. Nothing quite like bumbling into a place. You know what? We're just gonna assume, for the sake of brevity, and for the sake of my sanity, that a trigger just broke, because sometimes that happens when you use a modification. And that dead end is, like, if there's one thing in a Doom mod, it's usually that when you reach a dead end as blunt as that one, it's probably not supposed to be a dead end. Either you're supposed to have done something else, or you're not supposed to be there, but I am here, and I did beat up the boss, and there was a button next to... Like, the biggest indicator to me is that... let me show that when we get there. The biggest indicator for me is that this button exists. This button ups the bridge. And whenever someone puts a button like that into a Doom location, it's like this is a cutoff point. There's not going to be a switch for anything past this before this. But there's no clear clue as to what the fuck opens the doors. So we're just going to clip our way through and pretend that's all honky-dory. I think even with no clip, you're still vulnerable to shots. But I'm going to try. Golly gosh. Still don't get the points of those statues. Yeah, I really think this uses the Hexen capacity of you can spawn enemies any way you like. Because Hexen, the expansion to Hexen, added a whole bunch of banana tomfoolery. In the sense that you could now spawn anyway. You could spawn like different enemy types. Swimming by kicking. How great. No, it was a bad set of rolls, because I remember they usually go down in 3. Huh. Now I'm set with another puzzle. I'm giving up. Could it be the stick? I don't know if these are supposed to be statues. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But for now, I've had enough of this level, and I don't really want to stick around. So, for today's, for the first off, going back to recording stuff instead of just directly uploading it all to YouTube via stream, is going to be Scrap Mechanic, where I built a couple of knickknacks and gizmos. It's a fun game, and it has one thing that I've been... Holy shit. That's probably misled. I should probably restart after this one, and consider finally getting my fans cleaned out, because I got the warning about that. That's usually the point where I start sucking it all out. But yeah, Scrap Mechanic's great. The fact that you can have seamless doors is great. I hate it when games are like, it's gotta be realistic like that. And I'm like, but if you don't, I can make a fucking cool door. And then they're still like, we'll go with it. And I'm like, come on, but the door! The door will look so cool! Have you seen how cool this door looks if you just let me make it seamless? Look at how seamless this door is. Look at that. That is solid oak mahogany. I specifically bred oak and mahogany trees just so I could say that. That's how much I like seamless doors. God, I've never in my life seen a more doomish pillar structure. You know, I'm really starting to get a little bit bummed out by all this swimming you have to do. It's like, I get it. Swimming is now a thing you can do in Doom. That's fun. But, you know. Never really thought about how jumping actually makes... just kind of breaks the good flow Doom had. Doom had a really good flow, because you couldn't jump, because you couldn't actually go anywhere. Usually you could just rub your face on everything, and it usually was a valid strategy to finding the path. Every step I take, I get more lost. Which, in case you're wondering, is not a good thing. Enemies are spawning, and it's making me... No, I probably shouldn't be doing this while I have a headache and feeling mildly frustrated. Mildly frustrated. The closest thing I see to an entrance is over here. Also, if you're gonna have a lot of if you're gonna have jumping, don't put down invisible walls, just raise the fence. Also known as the don't temper with my expectations principle. Which is a really simple principle, just don't take a shit on my expectations. Oh, I know, something opened here, didn't it? No. No. Sorry for making a reasonable expectation. Sir. I'm just walking all the way back here. I really don't like the enemy spawn system. It goes directly against a lot of what Doom is. See, in Doom you have a finite ammo supply, and the melee attacks are terrible. So making more enemies than you have ammo to take down is terrible. Like, Doom already has a pseudo-random number generator doing all kinds of bullshit in the background. So everything that it's appending on by having enemy spawns is just Really? I'm pretty close to just saying no, and we're done, and we're out of here, and I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Eternal Doom is eternal for one reason, and that's that I can't figure it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do ID Clev 13 and just move on with our lives. On the plus side, I have my rifle, which I was very upset about earlier. Holy smorgan. You know, I kind of like the idea of constantly taking away your guns, but, you know. Because I'm the kind of person that thinks that, like, thinks with the guncaster, like, once you're maxed out, the game loses a bit of its challenge and charm, you know. It's like, I have weapons and equipment so that whatever you throw at me, I can probably take it out. And you are obliged to resupply me in the process. Sir, please don't make a mess of the water. The giblets were disagreeing with the water. You know what's never fun? Starting a map and there already being 600 enemies in it. Because then you know you're probably gonna get a part that you don't like because it's like full of stuff. I wonder how exactly YouTube's video editor handles clipping and trimming. Hopefully it's a good system. I mean, even if I wasn't, I do kind of want to establish at least that this map is already so full of stuff that everything I do keeps chumming up the works. Or I might have to close some windows. Although I don't have that many windows open. Let me just check this out and make sure that all the numbers are adding up. Yeah, it's probably just the game being a game. Just check this all out. I went to look up what an image was for my dad. Because he didn't know. I didn't actually know all that well either. Then I got it all figured out. Kind of knew what an image was. I knew that you call CD-ROM files an image. Like ISOs. Holy shit, there's some dudes down here. That's actually kind of cheap, but sure. Also, that would blow out his ears. One thing I'm kind of getting sick of is random cacodemons, which seems to be a recurring theme of the spawner. Just here's a cacodemon. Why is it? There's a cacodemon in the air somewhere. Just try to live with it. Oh my god, no. No. Why did you put a yellow switch that would probably be a key switch that requires the skull in a location and then make it a regular... Oh, yes, you can see it on the map, but it's kind of one of those Doom staples that people just sort of start expecting. Playing with expectations is fine, but make it the focus so that people know that you're playing with their expectations, you know? Like, the Sans fight in Undertale gets away with it on the premise that it's kind of all he does, is he fucks with you. So he can get away with it on the premise that you don't expect there to be a logical point. But you can't, you know, break a convention like that, especially if you're on the fucking Cacowards! If you're on the Cacowards, stick to the rules, man. Then again, this guy hasn't really stuck to the rules when it comes to using the skull textures. Has he? And another random aerial cacodemon. Because what this map needs is a cacodemon somewhere. God damn it. Like, they just like clouds of smog that float by and they're like, hey, where's this motherfucker? And you'd think that with Brutal Doom, which usually shows you like, oh, there he is. Which usually shows you bullet trajectories because bullets are projectiles in Brutal Doom. I don't think Brutal Doom has any hit scan weapons. Yeah, anyway, No! I can't believe you did it wrong so fast. Also, I hate this kind of map geometry because, in case you haven't noticed, it's very difficult to decipher. Again, one of the reasons why I don't like Doom mods that feature an extensive amount of overlay in their map design. Like the previous, like you can't do that because Doom doesn't have like an indicator for height in its auto map, so you have no idea which is where and how. The biggest reason I don't like the enemy spawn that I'm actually able to put in clear terms is it means that once you clear out a location and an enemy randomly spawns there, you get paranoid, and it just doesn't feel very fine, because it's like, oh, normally when I clear something out, it's cleared out. Although, I do think it works for Hexen's benefit, because again, Hexen's a little bit more lenient with supplies. You're not as likely to run out of shit, it's just that you're an idiot and you just got yourself killed because you're an idiot. And Doom is much more rough and tough and tumble. Although, I would probably be a lot more lenient if there weren't just reverend spawns, aka the spawns from hell. Golly gosh. Oh look, it's a Caco demon you actually put in the map yourself. Aren't you special? Oh my god, there's a... Damn it! Bats! The worst thing is that 1 health in Doom is already a precious resource. So even dealing 1 health damage, which might not seem like much, is already critical failure. Oh my god, I'm about to just... Jesus Christ! Really? Did he crank up the enemy spawn or something? Because this is... Oh, good... Oh, wow. You know, when I went into this, I wasn't expecting this. I also wasn't expecting this many imps in the fucking water. I mean, holy shit, this map is like permanent cleanup duty. Like, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a crutch. Where is it at? Respawning items. It's a little bit of a crutch, I know. But right now, this Doom map is just like... If you're gonna respawn actually tough enemies at quite a high volume, then I'm gonna have to ask a brain check for everything you put down on the map. Also, I did know that I saw a blue door, but where did I see it? Fuck. The moment Doom, which comes with its own included map system, requires me to make a fucking paper map just to remember what everything is. You see, that's... To me, that's a huge problem with your map design if I need to make a map on top of the map that Doom makes. Again, mostly stemming from the same issue of... Mostly stemming from the issue of height is difficult to translate into a 2D map. I mean, even if you've seen, like, the very fancy height maps they use in, like, geography classes, those are still pretty difficult to decipher unless it's, like, a very vibrant distinction between two areas. Damn it. Oh, I remember you. The source of a lot of pain in Hexen. This is where we started. Either the enemy spawn has calmed down, which I don't think it has, because enemy spawn doesn't just suddenly magically go down again. And 2. You know, it'd be a little bit more bearable if I had the rocket launcher. on the premise that the rocket launcher is a long-distance, very powerful, high-damage weapon. You can kind of use one of those right now. Because, you know, there's, like, people in the distance, and they're pretty tough nuts, and I have to deal with them. Oh, look, it's more Caco demons that spawned. Although, all things considered, while I complain about ammo count, there are a lot of really high density, whatever you would call them, ammo packs everywhere. Like, it doesn't use... I haven't really seen a lot of small ammo boxes. I haven't seen, like, what are they called? Six shotgun shells. I haven't seen those for a while. Those are extremely rare, it seems. This guy's really taking a go big or go home approach when it comes to his ammo selection. Also, I seem unable to jump. Why is that? Because I could jump before, and if you disable jump for this map, that'd be extremely weird. Okay, going back up. Gotta find a fucking blue. Oh, here it is, blue door. That's nice. Some trees are solid, other trees are not. Learn them. Especially in Hexen, where there are lots of trees. That's one thing I do like about Hexen, is that it has a lot more of this geography to it, you know? A little bit of a pleasant to look at geometry. Ooh, respawn noises. I wish you could just set small item respawns, you know? Like only like stim packs and 8 shotgun shells, so that it's not as easy to exploit. But no, it's either literally everything respawns or literally nothing respawns. Okay, I'm kind of sick and tired of this jumping thing. Oh, wait. Is it because of the lack of flags? No. That's weird, because the previous map clearly required that. I assume it's because I turned the flags on. Big power of respawn. I wonder who decided how high Doom guys should be able to jump. Did they take it from Hexen or something? Okay, but what am I doing here? If you expect me to find a oh, man. I think I'd rather just jam my face against a cheats grater, because that will be a less grating experience. I can see why someone would like this, though. Why someone would be like, this is awesome. This is great. I get to run around a whole bunch. Because it's very fluffy. It's a very fluffy wad with a lot of stuff to it. You're one of those people who tries to perfect his playthroughs. You're gonna get a lot of guff out of it. There's a lot of fluff to it. A lot of stuff to do. A lot of tips and tricks to pick up. But now we go back to the age-old question. This is the blue door, so this is logically where I have to go. So I need the yellow card. How about I just do this the easy way and turn on IDDT for a moment? Which tells me there's a red key over to the south. Up there. Which I can't reach. Okay. I'm just... You know what? I think we're just gonna call it. Like, I don't really want to preemptively end a Doom wad, especially this far in, but... At this point, it's basically a fallacy. You know, like that, what's that called? Sinking cost fallacy? Where it's like, if I just keep putting in money, eventually I'll get my money back, even when it's not possible. There was another WOD that perfectly defied that by having a really good ending, which was relatively recent. I forgot which one. I got really critical of it, and then it somehow picked up at the end, and it worked out. But I don't think this is going to be that. So I'm going to stop this, and it'll be a nice exercise in cutting a video into... I don't feel good. So now the question becomes, what's up next on the Cacowards? I think it was Deus Vault? Or was it? No, Gravity I liked. It was probably Deus Vault. We get Thunder Peak. Forgot to turn on the Oh no. Today is not my day. Today is not... How did I not notice? I guess I'm just too sick. I'm not in the mood for this. I think I'm just going to put this up in its entirety and going to call it the complete failure that it is. Because this is the pinnacle of the Hexen map design, but worse. Because even in Hexen, I could always sort of wiggle my way out. I could look at the map, or I could find a switch, and it would do something, and even if I don't know what it did, I could still figure it out. But here, I have no idea, and I'm just confused all the time. And it doesn't work in my favor. So I'm going to go and record a 50-minute video of Scrap Mechanics, showing off a couple of fun mechanics that I built. And it'll be a lot more fun. Maybe I'll play some other games too. Because now that I've opened myself up to 2 video slots, yeah...